Disability Show live. This week, I want to talk about PhotoPass tips. Now, PhotoPass is a great way at Disney to get amazing professional photos with everyone in the picture. If you have PhotoPass, you will go find a Disney PhotoPass photographer and they will scan your Magic Band or park ticket. And when you do a picture with them, they will sometimes do multiple pics with and have you do different poses depending on the area. And even some with magic shots where Disney characters are magically added in later. Then you can go online and log into your account and see the photos and share them on Facebook and all your social media. And it's a great keepsake as well. So if you have PhotoPass, I recommend using it as much as possible. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So as we have often said, it's summer, and when it's summer in Florida, it's hot. And in past episodes, we have talked about places to cool off at Magic Kingdom and places to cool off at Epcot. And at Hollywood Studios, there are some great places there to cool off and chill as well. So this week, we are going to cover my top 5 places to cool off and chill at Hollywood Studios. Number 5, the shops on Hollywood and Sunset Boulevards. Now, some of the shops are connected to each other, and some you have to cross the street to get to. But they are great. It's just a great place to get out of the hot sun and look for some cool merchandise. Number 4, the queue for Toy Story Mania. This is the only area in Toy Story Land besides Woody's Roundup Barbecue that is not in the blazing hot sun. And it's a very fun queue. It's kind of like my bedroom with toys everywhere. Uh, it's fun. It actually feels like you are in Andy's room, and it gets you excited to board the game vehicle and try to beat the high score of the day. Number 3, Muppet Vision 3D. Now, this is not only the best 3D movie on Disney property, it's also a great place to get just cool off. And I saw earlier this week that there is a petition to make Muppet Vision 3D a national heritage site because Muppet Vision 3D was the last project that Jim Henson ever worked on. And Disney fans, including myself, think that the show should stay. And with D23 right around the corner, I hope there isn't any announcements to take away Muppet Vision 3D. Number 2, right across the street from Muppet Vision 3D, is our favorite quick service at Hollywood Studios, Pizza Rizzo. Now, this is not only a great place to get a quick to have a quick lunch or dinner, but it's also just a great place to just sit down and take a breather, or if you're in the wedding room in that area, dance your heart out until you faint. I don't know if anyone's actually ever done that. And my number one place to cool off and chill at Hollywood Studios, Walt Disney Presents. This is not only a just a place for you to cool off and chill. It's also a place where you walk through the legacy of Walt Disney and the legacy of the Disney company altogether. From where it started with Walt to how things are going now with the new projects on the way. It's a celebration of all things Walt and Disney altogether. And I just love seeing the little kids' faces light up, and I enjoy as they see all the exhibits and stuff. Just gives me hope for the current generation, for the coming generation, and they continue to spread the love of Disney. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite place to cool off and chill is at Hollywood Studios. And now it is time for Diz or Dat. On both coasts right now, Soarin is the same ride, Soarin' Around the World. But of course, when we go next year at April, it'll probably be Soarin' over California again for their Food and Wine Festival. You never know. But the queues are somewhat different. At Disney's California Adventure, it begins in the Wings of Fame Gallery, where you walk through California's aviation history. And at Epcot, the queue it takes place in the land, and in the standby line they have trivia questions on the screens. So it's very interactive. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments which queue for Soarin' is the best. Well, you think which queue for Soarin' is the best. Diz, Disney California Adventure, or DAT, Epcot. And now it's trivia time! So last week's trivia question, what year did Disneyland first open? The answer was 1955. Congratulations if you got that right. And now now for this week's trivia time question. What is the name of the Darling family's dog in Peter Pan? If you know the answer, take a guess in the chat or in the comments. And if you're the first person to answer correctly, you will get 100 cool points. I'm sorry, I have no real prizes to give away, but to me, cool points is your status of how awesome of a fan you are of this channel. So, Disney has announced the 8th ship in the Disney Cruise Line, the Disney Destiny. So, later this year, we're going to get the Disney Treasure. And then next year, the Disney Adventure will set sail. So, we have 2 ships that haven't even opened yet. And yet they've already announced the 8th ship in the fleet, which is crazy. Now, I have yet to do a Disney cruise because personally, I don't really think the Disney cruise would work with me because there are characters all over the ship, and I am not one of those people who likes to have characters right in my face and right in my space. That's okay, RIP Big C4L. But I have seen and heard great things about the Disney cruise ships and the Disney Destiny already. Like there's going to be Marvel a Marvel suite, uh, as well as a Haunted Mansion bar, which is also what is going to be on the Treasure, as well as a Pirates of the Caribbean bar as well. And they say that the Destiny is set to set sail in this in late somewhere in 2025, probably somewhere after the Adventure sets sail. But like I said, I have yet to do a Disney cruise. I'm not sure if I will ever do a Disney cruise, but who knows? If anyone who has seen who has seen my YouTube videos know how adventurous I am in exploring different places. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. For this week's shoutouts, make sure you guys check out Princess and the Bear. They do great food vlogs from the Disney parks and hotels. Definitely check them out. Also, make sure you guys check out Maria over at LBV TV. She does amazing vlogs and live streams from the parks. Definitely check her out as well. Also, for information on all things Disneyland, make sure you guys check out Fresh Baked Disney. Also, make sure you guys check out my buddy Beth over at Beth's Disney Adventures. She is a bit under the weather at the moment, but please go to her channel and tell her and wish her to get well soon, and hopefully we'll see her do more great live streams that we love seeing her doing. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, Quaharini.